trying to figure out how many cups of blackberries are in 5 pounds of frozen blackberries from Azure. I'm going to rinse them. I'm going to go ahead and get them in my crock pot. You are supposed to put lemon juice with blackberries. It has an asterisk in the Pomona's guide. So it is one that you do need to add an acid to. Plus you put citric acid, which you have to mix up. And here is like 10 ounces of pectin. So I'll probably end up using most of that because this is a lot of blackberries. But I also have a lot that I need to make. So these are going to be gifts for friends at church. And also to put some on my shelf because blackberry jam is my favorite. And I tried this recipe. John and I had went out antiquing and Christmas shopping last weekend. And we stopped at this little place that had a homemade sandwich shop, and they had a blackberry bacon cheddar grilled cheese, and it was with jalapenos, and it was divine. So I gotta make me some jam so I can make my own sandwich here at home because that was so good. And when I make that sandwich, I will show you how to make it too. So anyway, let me get to washing this and I will be back and I will show you how easy it is to make jam. Alright guys, so I'm trying this as a new way. I've never done this in my crock pot, but I'm going to try it in my crock pot and I'm bringing you along and I'm going to show you if it works. I have cleaned up all my blackberries. This comes up to a triple recipe following the Pomona's recipe for sweet blackberry jam. You can add anywhere from 3/4 a cup of sugar to 2 cups of sugar per recipe of blackberries. I did on the lower side, so I did 3.5 cups of sugar, and I think that will be sufficient for us. I also had to put 3/4 a cup of lemon juice in here. You want to make sure you have the 5% acidity. And then you have to put the calcium mixture that you mix up with. It's I forgot how much. It was like half a teaspoon of it with half a cup of water. You shake it really well in a little jar with a lid. You can put the rest of it in the fridge and it will keep. And so all I'm going to do now is I've mixed all of that together and I'm going to plug up my crock pot. I am going to put on my lid. Oops. And I am going to turn this on to low. I'm going to put it on for about 3 hours and we'll see where we're at. And so yeah, I guess, it's on. So it's on and I will bring you back and we'll see how it's going and if this is a viable way to make jam. I'm thinking if so, it'll make my life a little easier because I could put it on here, let it go, and come back to it and get everything jarred up. And so I think this could be really nice to get done. Like you could put it on in the morning, and in the afternoon you could jar it up and do the water bath canning. So anyway, we'll see how this goes, if it's a wash or if it's a win, and I'll check back with you in just a bit. Okay guys, this was the little bit of the blackberry jam that I had left, and I just put some zero fat plain Greek yogurt, and this is going to be part of my lunch tomorrow, but I want to taste it. That's so good. If you ever buy the little yogurts that have the fruit on the bottom, you can make it yourself. You can make it with better ingredients, cheaper, and so good. And with less sugar, because I didn't put a ton of sugar in this. If I would have used a traditional pectin, even though this is Pomona's pectin, it allows you to do less sugar to no sugar if you want a sour blackberry jam. That is perfect. I love it. I have 12 jars in here. They just finished, so I'll water bath them for 10 minutes. I will tell you, it's messy. Blackberry jam is messy, but I have to say, I didn't do any research or anything about doing this in the crock pot. I just thought I didn't have a lot of time, and I needed something I could do that I could kind of get it going and leave it alone while I did some other stuff, and I could come back to it. It worked wonderfully. So in my crock pot, I did on the low heat for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then the last 30 minutes, I turned it up to high heat. It was boiling. It gelled beautifully. And let's pull out one of the jars. All right, guys, so look at that. It's dark. It's nighttime. Happy winter solstice. But that is beautiful jam. And I did get to make one of this other size jar. Well, hold on, I'll show you. Let me get these out. But even the crock pot cleanup was so easy. My crock pot's clean, I hand washed it. It's good to go. I did one of these. And I know you can't see it. I'll try to get a picture of it in the morning in the light to see if you can see a little bit better. Beautiful. So tripling the recipe made 12 jelly jars plus this little bit left over for my lunch tomorrow. So anyway, we finally made blackberry jam. I will be experimenting with other jams in the crock pot because that was just too easy. And I have to tell you, getting frozen berries, they're picked at the ripeness. I got those from Azure when they were on sale. They were they're organic, so they're not sprayed. They were frozen. I had them in my freezer. They come, you know, in the little truck. They have a freezer section, so you can get frozen foods safely. And I just washed them. You saw me. I washed them. And I put them in the crock pot. I did the pomonas packed in. I did a whole pack to 6 teaspoons of the calcium water thing you mix up. I did 3.5 cups of sugar and for all the jelly, and 3/4 a cup of lemon juice using 5% acidity. And that was it. I put it in there, mixed it up, put it in there, put the lid on, didn't do anything with it until it was time to jar it up. I think I did stir it one time in between the low setting to moving up to a higher setting. So super easy, so worth doing, and so tasty. And if you want it sweeter, you could always put more sugar, or if you want to use alternative sugars, or if you want to use honey. Pomonas, you can actually use honey. So anyway, I hope you found this valuable. And again, these make beautiful gifts any time of year. Let's see if I can turn my light. I still don't think you can get the pretty, I think it has to be daylight to get that really nice color. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.